Happy birthday, Pokemon. How's it feel to be 25? Let's roll that intro for the last time this week. So, it is Pokemon Day, and I thought, what better thing to do on Pokemon Day than to just celebrate Pokemon? This Pokemon Day video is just going to be me talking about why I love Pokemon. And it's not just that. I'm going to try and challenge some Pokemon YouTubers with bigger audiences than me to make the same video at some point this year. You see, I've come up with a list of 25 questions about Pokemon to explore my experience with Pokemon to help you get a better idea of why I love Pokemon. And at the end of this video, I'm going to invite 5 Pokemon YouTubers to also answer these 25 questions in a video. This is a form of tag video celebrating the 25th anniversary of Pokemon and along with Pokemon, we're going to celebrate each of our lives with this incredible franchise. Let's just jump right into it. What was your introduction to Pokemon? Well, I grew up in the 90s, so Pokemon hit the States. My best friend Chad and I would jump on a trampoline in my backyard and talk about how dumb Pokemon was and we didn't want anything to do with it. Yep, 8-year-old me was too cool for Pokemon. Until one day, Chad came over with Pokemon cards and told me they got me. He showed them to me and he was right. They were super cool. We were into Pokemon and he moved on eventually, but I never did. So, yeah. Chad, thanks for getting me into Pokemon. Who was your first favorite Pokemon? My first favorite Pokemon was the amazing Bayleaf, still one of my favorites. How did you play Pokemon as a new Pokemon fan? Like most kids my age, I mostly played by trading cards and playing the game through my actions. The Imagination RPG. What was your first Pokemon possession? My first Pokemon possession was some Pokemon cards, like I think most people. Who was your first starter Pokemon? Well, you see, I didn't get the first Pokemon games. I didn't have a Game Boy, my parents wouldn't get me one. So it wasn't until I was 10 that I finally got a Game Boy and eventually went and bought Pokemon Gold version. So when I would play Pokemon on my friends' Game Boys during swim meets, I would start with Bulbasaur. But effectively, the first starter that was really mine was Chikorita, which is part of why I think Bayleaf was my first favorite. What is your favorite early Pokemon memory? My favorite early Pokemon memory was once we were going on a road trip and I told my parents I really wanted to go to a used game store and buy Pokemon Yellow. I was probably 11, maybe 12 at the time, they're the oldest. And they told me, sure, if you help pack and are a really big help, we will go pick it up on our way out of town. So you can have it on the road trip. And I was psyched, so I helped out a bunch. And then my sisters were not the most helpful and they got us behind. We left an hour or maybe even 2 later than my parents had planned. Right before we left, my mom told me, hey, sorry bud, we're not actually going to be able to go pick up Pokemon Yellow. And I was very upset, but instead of throwing a fit, I just accepted it. I was mature about it, which really paid off because my parents surprised me then, and instead they were so impressed with how maturely I was handling the fact that we weren't going to be able to go pick up Pokemon Yellow, that we went and picked up Pokemon Yellow. It was great. I was ecstatic. I was super happy. So that's one of my favorite early memories of Pokemon. What was the first Pokemon video game you've ever owned? I mentioned this earlier. It was Pokemon Gold. What was the first Pokemon you were proud of pulling or catching? The first Pokemon I was proud of catching was Raikou in Pokemon Gold version. It was super hard to chase him. I remember chasing him around on the Pokedex and him running away and remembering that Morty had used Mean Look on one of my Pokemon and how frustrating it was and wondering if that would work. So then I used Mean Look and he roared and he still got away, and so I just whittled down his health and eventually was able to catch it in an Ultra Ball. What is the best change or addition that has ever been made to Pokemon? In my opinion, the best addition to Pokemon since Pokemon Red and Blue is the physical special split. It really revolutionized the games and you can't go back. What is your most consumed kind of Pokemon media? For me, it's absolutely the video games. Do you think Pokemon is better now than when you became a fan of Pokemon? Yes, unequivocally. Pokemon is way better now than it ever has been before. Just look at how many great fans there are, how incredibly easy it is to get merchandise, how diverse Pokemon is. It's no questions, it's better now. I might have my complaints about Pokemon, but it is better now. Did you ever take a break from Pokemon? Why? I took a break in middle school, which is Gen 3, when most people were getting over Pokemon. Here's the funny thing about it, though. I had a pamphlet from some game I'd ordered that had stuff about the Game Boy Advance advertised, except one of the games it talked about was Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. And I would read this little paragraph of Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, being so excited, being like, no, that's a kid's thing. over and over again. So I wasn't very good at dropping it. What brought you back to Pokemon? Or if you never left, what keeps you involved? I eventually just broke and bought Pokemon Sapphire used. And then when I got a DS, I got Diamond and my younger brother got Pearl, and I used the excuse, well, I'm just getting it to play with my younger brother. So yeah. What is your outlook for Pokemon? Honestly, I'm a little bit pessimistic with my outlook on Pokemon. I talked about some of those complaints and worries in my first video this Pokemon week. Check that out if you want to know some of what I'm talking about. But it's only a slight pessimism. What is your favorite type of Pokemon media? So my favorite Pokemon media medium is the Pokemon Adventures manga. I think that is a wild, interesting story, especially the quotes from Satoshi Tajiri saying that that is what he originally imagined the Pokemon world being like. Those early copies of the comic are not things that I think the Pokemon Company would even let be made. What is one thing you would change about or add to Pokemon? The one thing I would add to Pokemon is subtypes. So a third typing adds no attack bonus, but does add immunities or weaknesses. If you're interested, let me know in the comments and maybe I'll tell you more about it in another video. What is your favorite Pokemon story? My favorite Pokemon story is probably the Delta species or Holon story, which is a story from early Pokemon cards about a research laboratory that had an accident that caused radiation or a pulse to go across this island that caused Pokemon to mutate, which really was almost the first regional variant Pokemon, which gives you a bunch of Pokemon of different types. It's a really cool story. What is your favorite Pokemon video game? It does not have to be a mainline game. Although it changes at least monthly. Right now it's probably Pokemon Black and White. They're fun games, the sprites are incredible, the story is weird, and that's good enough. What is your favorite semi-recent Pokemon memory? My favorite semi-recent Pokemon memory is going to see Detective Pikachu and almost being brought to tears with how magical it felt to see Pokemon that looked alive moving around. I was in the theater alone, I went by myself. Yeah. I love that movie. I mean, it was Pokemon in real life. Who is your current favorite starter Pokemon? This changes daily, hourly, but in this exact moment, it is Turtwig. What is your favorite Pokemon possession? Right there. I mean, that's only part of it, but I have all the mainline Pokemon games in a collection, and I'm trying to think of other ways to display it. I think that box would be a little crowded with everything, but I really like how I'm displaying those first 9 games right there. So, the first 9 Pokemon games, definitely my game collection. How do you play Pokemon these days? The main way I play Pokemon now is just by thinking about it. Half my Google Drive is documents about Pokemon, talking about it, breaking down things, finding different patterns, theorizing. That's really the main way I play Pokemon these days, but I also play the cards a little bit, and still the video games. Who is your current favorite Pokemon? Wooper. Gotta love Wooper. What is your most anticipated Pokemon project? Whether that's a game to play or something you're working on. Your Pokédex is broken, and sometime, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not even this next month, and sometime this year, I'm going to tell you how and why your Pokédex is completely wrong. And finally, why do you love Pokemon? Really, it's just a fun world filled with incredibly fascinating, unrealistic creatures that is just fun to exist in. The lore, if I had to say one thing, it's the lore of Pokemon that makes me love it the most, but it's just fun. It's something anybody can like at some level and appreciate at some level, and I have fun talking about it. These videos that I've made this week, I spent. So that's it. You might have noticed that questions 1 through 24 form sort of a giraffe of Pokemon questions, a palindrome, you could say, or a chiasmus, where the first question and the 24th question mirror each other, and so on and so forth as you work to the middle. And then question 25 is just the topper. Why do you love Pokemon? So yeah, this was a lot of fun to kind of walk down memory lane and think about why I love Pokemon and why I used to love Pokemon and why I still love Pokemon, and kind of bring it all full circle for Pokemon's 25th anniversary. I promised that this was going to be a tag video, so here are the 5 Pokemon YouTubers I'm going to tag, and I'm also going to make a playlist for this. If these YouTubers make a video and let me know about it, I will put those videos into this playlist. Also, if you, dear viewer, are watching this and have a YouTube channel and want to make a Pokemon 25 video and answer these questions, go ahead. Send me a message at Tanner_WJ on Twitter using the hashtag #ILovePokemon25, I will throw your video in the playlist. My ultimate goal is to get that playlist at least 25 videos long, because then we have 25 videos about loving Pokemon for Pokemon's 25th birthday. The deadline is before Pokemon turns 26, so you've got all year. Again, hashtag #ILovePokemon. And the 5 Pokemon YouTubers I'm going to challenge to make a I Love Pokemon 25 video are Birdkeeper Toby, PTCG Radio, Umbreon Libris, Sylph Spectre, and Galadite74. Good luck, guys. Have fun with this. I had a blast. And as always, play hard and train on.